Dentoids. We're the Dentoids. We're a silly army family. We like to make fun of almost every little thing we see. Let's drive our motorhome down the road. We both have Jeep Wranglers as our code. When you see the Dentoids, watch out for the golf cart and the loud parts. Hello, let's go!
You silly boy!
I talked about this to somebody, I don't remember who. But what we're going to do is we are each going to pick one thing we liked about Camp Hatteras and one thing we did not
just
like.
For all campgrounds?
What does this sound like?
It sounds like Matt's reviews, Fat Matt's reviews.
Don't. No.
He is.
That's so
Come on.
mean. We met him.
We met him. He was
So
very
anyway,
polite.
Me and my dad
But
met him.
he's very fat.
Me and my dad.
Very fat.
So he does
He's not my
3
600
likes and
pound
3
life.
dislikes. We're going to do 4.
No. Oh, we're going to do one each.
1 each.
Okay. Right.
Funny.
They do 3 between them.
Right.
Who starts?
We go down there and come up here.
So here's
that'll make it harder on
Here's
me.
the rule.
Yeah. Okay.
Here's the rule. You can't duplicate. It's got to be something different. So
Okay.
there's going to be
All right.
4
All right.
different
Yep,
likes
yep.
and 4 different dislikes. This is just about the campground, not about the weather or the experience
The
or anything
neighbors.
else.
Oh. Okay.
It can be the neighbors because that's part of the campground.
Yeah, the weather and all that kind of stuff.
That's out of our control.
They're
Well, neighbors are out of our control too, but
I thought something else.
All right.
all right,
So
go ahead. Things you like.
I like the beach.
That's
close?
not okay.
that is because
That
it's
is.
so
How
close.
close?
The proximity.
Well, and I think the beach is part of the campground. I think that
Yeah,
is
that
their
is.
beach.
Yeah.
Okay, so that counts.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because when we were at Myrtle Beach, I loved that campground,
Mhm.
but we needed a golf cart to drive across the road to get to the beach.
Oh yeah, it was several blocks.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this one, I mean, we couldn't all fit on the golf cart. We had so much stuff. Jeff and I walked the one day, and it was nothing.
And if you wanted to walk back to go to the bathroom or walk back to get lunch,
Yeah.
I mean, it was easy to do. Yep.
All right, there
Okay.
you go.
So proximity to the beach.
Yeah.
That's
There you
number
go.
1. Mary?
I like that they had fried dill pickle chips in the store.
In
At
the
ready,
store?
at all times.
Yeah,
Really?
what Utz or hers or
Really?
Oh,
They had
Utz.
us?
yes,
Really?
which we spent like $32
Most of our money
on
on.
a little bag.
all-
Yeah, the
all
bag's
of
like this big.
Mary's graduation money is.
Oh, it wasn't
Dude.
Mary's
What
graduation
is
money.
this?
I like the fact that all the roads were paved, the pads were concrete, the patios were concrete. It just made moving around, walking, riding bikes, driving the golf cart, it just made it all easier. To me, that is a resort type amenity, is when things are paved and really nice.
What you're paying the big bucks for.
Sure. And speaking of that, they were big bucks. I think it was $137, I want to say, a
I'm
night.
thinking you're right in the ballpark there.
Yeah, 137-ish, somewhere around there. You?
My likes was the fact that from the start to the finish, I didn't have any issues with booking, check-in. Everything went smooth. Everybody
yeah.
was good.
Booking online was very easy.
Yep.
And I actually asked, because you have to put it down deposit, and then you have to pay your balance
Like
a
a week
week before.
Yes.
I
I didn't like that.
I asked them if they could send me the link ahead of time so I could make payments. I made one payment a month for like 4 or 5 months, and they let me do that, which was awesome. So that was cool.
And
You were telling me about that. I had to pay it a week before.
So things you did not like, or one thing you did not like.
being woken up in the middle of the night by somebody shouting.
Yeah,
And-
yeah. There was
and
one night,
several
it
times.
might have been a Saturday night when a lot of people rolled in. Obviously someone got really drunk and they were up in the middle of the night and they were yelling and people were yelling
And,
at him.
and it sounded like
and-
they were right outside the camper.
Yeah.
And I was like,
It was like 2:30
what is
in the
going
morning.
on?
Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
It was.
It was a little scary.
It was a little bit. Speaking of scary, we totally skipped over that. Time out.
This is weather related.
We had the
Oh,
storm of
that's
all
right.
storms. Even you said that you heard a guy that worked there said it was the worst thunderstorm that he has ever experienced there. And it was nasty. It poured. We had hail. The wind was, I don't know what the speed of the wind was. There had to be gusts of 50, 60 miles an hour.
I'm thinking more than that.
We felt our motorhome weighs 22,000 pounds. It moved.
I just remember looking at Jeff like, are we going to tip over?
It felt like we were tipping over at one point.
If I may interject about that, I was sitting in the seat, where you drive, you can turn that and make that be part of your thing. I was sitting there, it started to rain, I could see the bad clouds coming. I took pictures on the roof before they came. I circled around, there was great sunshine here, clouds here, really dark clouds here, and crazy clouds back here, right? I'm sitting there, my feet up, I'm like, I'm just gonna watch this rain come through, it's gonna be fine. And it gets a little nasty and stuff, and all of a sudden, man, this thing is rocking, and I'm going, dang. And I could hear our slide toppers pulling in and out, getting caught in the wind and everything. And then all of a sudden, I could barely see out the window.
Yeah. It was scary.
It was.
Yes.
It really, really was.
At one point, I thought to myself, I'm going to tell everybody in the camper, let's get on this side to give some weight so it doesn't tip over.
Yeah, because it felt like
It
we
just
were
felt
going
like it
that
was
way.
pushing.
Yeah.
That was the worst storm
Yeah,
I've
that
been
was
in.
scary.
In a motorhome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Some guy outside, an older man.
Well,
holding-
there was a guy right across from us.
Or across.
He was trying to put in his awning. So here's the thing. Thunderstorm watches and thunderstorm warnings all day long. And like Scott just said, the clouds it was building. You could see it coming. There were people that did not put their awnings in, did not put their tents away, their pop-ups. I don't know why, but there was this one guy fighting to get his awning in. He finally got it in, but our neighbor said there was a guy on the next lane that actually was holding on to his awning arm through the entire storm. And he said that if he had let go of it, it probably just would have tipped it over, because it was just the way that he was facing.
Amazing that it didn't pull him and the awning.
Yeah, and it was amazing that there wasn't more damage done.
Yeah.
But it was pretty brutal, and
Yeah.
it lasted a good half hour,
Yeah, I was
45
gonna say,
minutes.
yeah.
It was a long storm.
Yeah,
too.
it wasn't like it was like
It
short and
let
quick.
up for just a little bit,
Yeah.
and you thought, okay, great,
Yeah.
and then then it went crazy again. And I started to see in that little bit of calmness when you could start to see a little bit more, I saw some things like coming out of campsites, and I'm thinking, oh crap, it's going to blow right to our camp.
Yeah, right,
You know?
right.
And I saw somebody's boogie board come out, and I'm like, this
Oh,
is
really?
coming. But the only thing that came flying towards us was somebody's battery box lid. And that came right up, and it hit our picnic table. And that's where it stopped.
But then you say that you also heard that someone's trailer actually shifted.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yep. And then when we were in the camp store where I heard the employee say that, there was another guy that came in behind him and was talking at the counter and said it lifted up our trailer and dropped it down and broke their jacks. He goes, I have them sitting outside.
Wow.
Like he could no longer prop his trailer up because his jacks
Oh,
came down so hard it
wow.
broke them off.
Oh my gosh.
I can't imagine what it would have been on the bay side because that's the way the wind was coming.
Yes.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
right.
It was coming. That they
Oh
must.
my gosh! And on the bay side, there was somebody camping in like a literal like small teepee.
Yes.
All they had was their. It was a Lincoln car. So I'm like, I don't even know what they did. I'm hoping that they like packed up their tent and got in their car and just waited it out in there.
Wow.
Like I was thinking about them like the whole time because they're the only people in the entire campground that I saw that were in the tent, and I just felt
Yeah.
so bad for them.
All right. So did you do a negative?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So
Negative.
you're up. Okay.
Okay.
So
Next.
this was supposed to be a resort campground.
She just thought it was.
Okay. Go ahead. If you
They
steal mine, I'm
don't-
gonna be pissed.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
don't.
be. I'm gonna be your.
From what
I
you
guess I
started
think
on,
you're
it
both
didn't
taking
sound
mine.
Like, they didn't have like ice cream.
Okay.
That was mine.
They didn't have scooped ice cream.
Yeah, they didn't have scooped ice cream. We had to like.
They had like
buy,
Hershey's or something.
No,
wasn't
they
it?
No,
didn't
it
have
wasn't
Hershey's.
It wasn't Hershey's.
No, because we're not in Hershey.
Yeah,
country
we're
down
not in
there.
Well,
Pennsylvania.
I thought that they did have.
How far
Hershey's
is there
sold
to
outside
go?
of Pennsylvania.
I know.
So Yingling.
Yeah.
Hold on. No, but all they had was like just the like thing.
Yeah, like the
Which I mean is
eclairs
what you have
and-
here, but like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice having scooped ice cream.
Right. All right. So mine again. This is supposed to be a resort campground. They had cable TV and they had about 60 channels. They had a lot of channels, but they were not HD.
Oh yeah.
We're paying $137 a night. And besides that, this kind of coincides. There was no Wi-Fi. You had to go to the office or to like a pavilion that was near the beach to get Wi-Fi access.
I could talk all about that.
Again, $137 a night.
Yeah, because it got
And
right back.
there was literally no Wi-Fi, and the cable was not HD. I think the cable should be HD when you're paying that kind of money.
Was my negative?
Ice cream,
No, that was my negative.
Wi-Fi?
You took it. No.
hot
Okay.
sand.
My negative is this. When I'm camping and you're mowing the grass, get yourself an electric mower and just go gently around my area if I'm parked there. If there ain't nobody next door, go ahead. Crank up your John Deere or whatever you got. But when you're around me, get your flow mow. Remember them?
Yeah.
Isn't that the thing that
what
did your hair?
Grandpa had? My grandpa?
It floated across the ground. with
And that
the-
thing that cut your
I'm
hair?
thinking push.
Yeah, whatever.
That was the Flow Bee.
I'm just,
Isn't it the Flow
flow
Bee?
B. I don't want the flow. It was a flow mo because it floated. You could
Think
go a
you've been
bank,
smoking.
and it wasn't
Yeah.
hard to pull up because it hovered.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We only have a minute left.
I know. So I'm just gonna say, thumbs up, thumbs down for Camp
Hatteras.
Hatteras.
I'm going. It's okay with me.
I'm going a thumbs down.
Okay.
Actually.
I
That's
knew
all
he
right.
would.
I knew you would too.
I could lay on the beach.
It's not necessarily that.
Okay, well, you can't
There-
factor in your tummy troubles. That
Again,
wasn't part of it.
I did. I was sick for 3 days, which didn't help. But it really is not about that. Again, it's $137 a night. I think if I was going down there again, I would look for another place.
Okay.
And again,
Okay, I'm changing mine.
and again, it's not that the campground was necessarily that bad, but there might be something better. I don't know.
And you know what? To our fault, we didn't go check it out.
Yeah.
You didn't drive down
You
there.
didn't drive
Check it
down
out.
ahead of time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Usually
is
I
what we
drive ahead of
normally
time
do.
and check out the campground.
Okay, wait.
Right.
No Fort Wilderness.
Fort Wilderness, not
Don't
Fort
even get me
Wilderness.
started on
that's
Fort
true.
And what did we
Wilderness.
pay for Fort Wilderness? It was about the
It's
same.
around the same.
Dang.
Yeah. You have Camp Hatteras and Fort Wilderness around the same price. Fort Wilderness offers
Disney.
a lot more.
Fort Wilderness
my
is
gosh,
literally
yeah.
Disney.
Even without
you could go
the
everywhere
Disney
in
parks,
Disney.
Fort
Heck,
Wilderness.
even
Yeah.
even Lakenwood.
I mean, they had plenty to do.
Sun Outdoor or Sun
Dale,
Retreats,
guys.
Lancaster County, which is near our
Riding around
home.
on their golf cart.
Their summer prices are around $125 a night, and there's as much to do there or more than.
Well, you know what?
what
Yeah,
have at
you
Camp
can
Hatteras.
stay pretty much at the campground and have plenty of stuff.
Yeah. So again, it's not that Camp Hatteras was bad,
No.
but there might be something better. And if I was going back to the Outer Banks, I might try something else. So and that's the only reason I give it a thumbs down.
I'd try a house with.
Well, but
bunch
we're
of
talking
people.
about camping, so.
We're
But yeah.
camping.
Yeah.
This is a camping video.
All right,
Well,
so-
next year
so
we
we
won't
camp.
be camping.
We're
so
camping.
maybe.
All right, so we're good there.
We're good
Yeah,
there.
Unless you
All
want
right.
to give us money
All
to
right,
keep our
Dentoids,
camper.
peace out.
What am I doing?
It's the longest
Peace.
video ever.